Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a one brand tutorial using Milani. I've always really liked Milani. I've always felt like they had really good quality products at the drugstore. I'm very excited. I have like every step of my routine for a full face from Milani. This is just repeating myself now. I also recently went to the Milani and Trend Mood party where they gave us even more Milani products than I had already tried to collect. So we're set. We're pretty much set for life. With all that said, let's jump into the video. For my primer, I'm going to be using the Milani Soft Focus Glow Complexion Enhancer. It moisturizes with hyaluronic acid, brightening rose water, and soothing cucumber. This sounds fantastic. I really do like my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Filter product. I don't even know what that is, but maybe this is something similar you can get at the drugstore. I'm just going to buff this into the skin. Oh, it's not like a liquid highlighter like I was expecting. It's actually quite sheer of a product and it feels really nice. I'm just gonna take a bit more just because I thought it was going to be really intense. There's no like chunks of sparkle or glitter in it. Ooh, I really am loving this. Wow, I'd wear this by itself. Like if I had better skin, I would definitely wear this by itself because this is stunning. It feels really nice. It's not like super dry, but it's not like super tacky either. Like it's smooth, it's soft. Let's jump into foundation. I'm going to be using the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation Concealer in 01A Creamy Nude. Now, last time I tried this, they had just come out with it. There were really not that many shades. The lightest shade was way too dark. Since then, they have come out with so many new foundation shades, like these 01As, 01Bs, like there's a lot of new foundation colors. So that's really good, but I also was trying to figure out what color I was in the store with no testers. So that was a little bit of an issue. I hope this matches. I really hope it matches. So like I said, it's been a really long time since I've tried this foundation out. I feel like it's a lot of people's favorites. I just could never find the right color for me, but I think it's a good one. Ooh. I don't hate the colors so far. We'll see what happens. Ooh, it smells really good. Wow. I quite like that. It looks absolutely beautiful on the skin. I don't know if it's a soft glow thing we put underneath or the foundation, but it's so beautiful. I'm gonna go back and build it up a little bit, but let's do this side first. The color is actually not bad. It is a pretty good match. My neck is always wider than every part of my body, but it matches like my face and my arms. Its tone is actually really nice too. It's not too cool. It's not too warm. I think it's like the perfect neutral tone for me. Oh, it builds up really nice. So far it looks really pretty. I'm like really happy with this. Moving on to concealer. This is the Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer. I have the shade 115 Light Nude, and I'm also gonna contour with the shade 160 Warm Tan. I have never tried this one before. I'm very excited about it. I think they're like fairly new. Ooh. It kind of feels like a Tarte Shape Tape consistency. It's not like a super wet formula, but let's go ahead and blend this out because I don't know how it dries down. Okay, so it does seem like it dries down a little bit quicker, so maybe you want to work with one side at a time, but it blends out beautifully. It looks really nice. It has amazing coverage to it. I like that. Since we know this has a bit of coverage and it dries down pretty quickly, for the contouring portion, I'm gonna just go like in sections because that's a little terrifying. And I'm going to go in with a brush first. Oh boy, that was a bit much. This is too much. This is a lot. That was a little scary, but I think it looks okay now. I went in with like my beauty blender, whatever I had left on it from like my foundation concealer, and I kind of just went over it and it looks a lot better. Now we do the other side with a lot less product. Contour is all blended out. I gotta say, I quite like the way my complexion looks right now. It is really smooth, very flawless. Like it has nice coverage. My skin looks perfected. It's looking really good, but this next step can make or break us like really hard, and that is powder. I've never tried the Milani translucent setting powder. This is in 01 Light to Medium. I'm nervous about this part. What I like about this powder is the color. It's not like stark white. It kind of has like this beigey tone to it, but what like kind of scares me a little bit is the consistency of it. Feels like one of those really silky HD powders, and those generally I'm not too much of a fan of. Most of them have like flashback or just, I don't know, they sit weird on my skin. So I'm gonna take this on my sponge and I'm just gonna set my face with it. But who knows, this might be the best powder I've ever tried in my entire life. I'm gonna buff all the excess powder off. It actually looks really pretty. This is a really nice powder. Like, it made my skin look so poreless and soft and smooth. It didn't do anything weird to the makeup, the foundation, or my under eyes. I think it's nice. I have two bronzers to try out. The first one is the Silky Matte Bronzing Powder in Sunlight 01. And this one is the Baked Bronzer in Dulce 09. So this is definitely baked and it has like some gold flecks in there. So this is definitely going to give you like that more glowy, beachy bronze. And this is a matte. So let's start off with this one and then maybe buff this into the cheeks just to add some more warmth as if we need it, because I think that cream conceal contour did a pretty damn good job. Starting off with that matte one. Ooh, I like this. It's so, oh wow, that blended itself out. Oh my god, wow. And I'm not even using my favorite bronzer brush. This is shocking. This is super pretty. I feel like I have already some warmth into the skin, and this is kind of like a really neutral tone. It's not too like orangey, warmy. I was gonna say warmy. And it builds nicely. It's not like super overwhelming. I'm pretty sure you can go like really heavy-handed with it, but it's like harder to do so, you know? I'm gonna go into the Baked Bronzer. I'm excited about this one. I'm just gonna take it on the same little brush here, and I'm just gonna sweep this right kind of like on my apples, but very gently. Ooh, you definitely see a difference. I'm gonna be really like tan. I look really healthy. It's so pretty. It's not like glittery or sparkly. It has like those little gold flecks in it, but you barely even see anything on your skin. I think it just gives you like an overall more luminous look than a matte powder, but oh my god, I really like this one too. So far, I have absolutely no complaints. My skin looks so flawless right now. Like, I have no pores. Like, it is beautiful. Wow. Now we're moving on to blush, and I definitely feel like the blush from Milani's are quite iconic, specifically Luminoso. Like, this bad boy has been around for ages and it's fantastic. This, on the other hand, is one of my absolute favorites. Like, these rose blushes are stunning. This is called Romantic Rose. This is a brand new one, but I've had this color in my collection for ages. It's the perfect Jess shade blush. And then this is Luminoso, which is a baked, more glowy, apricot-y, peachy blush. I do want to try both for you guys today, so I'm gonna start off with the matte one, kind of dust this on my cheeks and then go over top with Luminoso. Let's start off with the rose, Romantic Rose. I feel like with all the bronzer on my face, you can barely see the blush, but it's there. It's a really pretty color. It's like a very nice neutral rosy shade. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of Luminoso and I'm gonna bring that more like on the apples of my cheek, because you get that little highlight. It's not like a highlighter, but it's like that perfect glowy blush. Sometimes glowy blushes are literally highlighters, but Milani did it right. Like, you can wear this on your cheeks without it looking crazy. It doesn't like enhance your like texture or your pores on your cheeks, which I like. That's a great thing. So yeah, that's cute. I like it. Now for even more glow, highlight. I feel like we are breezing through these products like fairly quickly. I don't mean it for it to go very quickly. I'm just having a really good time and having great experiences with my makeup right now, and it's going really smooth. I have two different highlighters. This one is the Summer Glow Strobe Light in 07. Super pretty. I feel like I've tried this before. This is something I think I already have in my collection. And then there's this beautiful palette that looks so reflective. This is the Rose Glow Stellar Lights Highlight Palette, and I think I'm kind of leaning towards using this one. So we have 3 different shades. I usually like mixing like all of them together. I'm gonna start off with maybe mixing these 2 shades together and seeing how it goes. Hopefully it's like a nice metallic wet look highlighter and not like chunky and flaky and a mess. It is a little powdery on my brush, so fingers crossed it's not on the face. I don't know if I'm loving that. I feel like it's really powdery, and as I'm like blending, it's like coming off. It's not as like beaming or glowy. It's like there's nothing on my face anymore, and I don't know if I love the texture that it's giving me. I'm gonna dip into this one and see if this one is any good. Let's go ahead and pop this one on the cheeks. Okay, this one is definitely a lot more beaming and more glowy. Do I love the texture still? Maybe it's because I put it on top of the other one. It's not that bad. It's not my most favorite, but it's definitely really pretty. I feel like it's just enhancing the texture on my face that I thought we got rid of because everything was looking so flawless. And highlighter does you dirty, man. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. I've tried worse highlighters before. I just kind of was hoping for something magical. I don't know, see, like on the nose and the Cupid's bow, it's like really pretty. Like it's really like creamy looking. I guess I'm just not like a spring chicken anymore and I have like texture and wrinkles around my eyes. Before I move on to any other step, I'm going to go in with the Milani Make It Dewy Setting Spray, Hydrate and Illuminate. Oh my god, I almost dropped the entire bottle. So I'm going to give this a little shake. We're going to move the coffee so we don't get setting spray in it. And it feels like balmy. Like I feel that hydration. I feel like it's like the first hydrating spray that's actually made my skin look like I added some type of hydration or moisture. It smells really nice too. It does have like a powdery fragrance to it, but it's kind of like my grandma, but in the best way possible. Now we're moving on to the brows, and this is the part where I'm like least excited only because I have the shade brunette. I'm not a brunette, and I generally like to make my eyebrows a little bit lighter. So this is like a pomade situation, which is also so easy to go overboard with. I haven't used like a pomade in a really long time. We're gonna give it a go. We're gonna hope for the best. It does come with a little angled brush and spoolie, which is very nice. That's always very useful. So I'm gonna just brush through my eyebrows really quick. Wow, I still smell that setting spray. Like I said, it's not like a bad smell, but I feel like my grandma's here. I'm gonna start off the really small amount because I don't know if this is like super intense. We're gonna create our little tail first. Oh boy. I'm gonna go so light-handed with this, it's not even funny. It's not a bad product though, and this brush is like super thin. You can really get like nice little strokes in here. I'm just defining like the tail and arch, and then I'm not gonna go back in with more product. I'm just gonna bring whatever's left and just brush it through my brows. Okay, honestly, not too bad. It's a little bit darker than I normally go for. I don't have like a brow gel, so I'm not gonna use my brow gel that makes my brows lighter because it's not Milani. Before and after. I don't hate it. I actually quite like this a lot. The color is really not that bad actually. So once again, just gonna add a little tail here. I don't know why this brow doesn't even have a tail. Like what happened to you? Where did you go? When? When did you get up and leave? We've made it to the eyes, and I'm definitely not lacking in eyeshadow palettes. I have even more in my drawer. There's a lot, so I'm really like, I don't know what to use right now. These are like the newer palettes that I got sent. There's this is the Milani and Trend Mood Eye Kit, so it has an eyeshadow primer and the Gilded Desires palette, which I think I have this palette already. So I might take out the primer and then use one of the new palettes. I don't know what I want to do. I've already kind of like dabbled in this green palette. I made like a little IG mini tutorial, and wow, okay, like this was a really nice palette. I did like a green liner with this shade, and this is like stunning. We have like the orange one, and the inside it looks like this. We have like more reddy pinky tones in here, and then we have the red palette that has these amazing eyeshadows. Like, do you see like these two shades up here? They're like glitter. Is it glitter? I don't know, I'm gonna touch it. Let's find out. Oh yeah, it's a glitter. Oh my god. And lastly, we have this black palette, and these are the colors inside that one. More jewel tone, more evening maybe, smoky. I'm literally just sitting here swatching these eyeshadows, and there are these two creamy colors in this palette that what is this formula? It is so beautiful. Oh wow. It's a really interesting formula. Like they feel like a cream. Just because, to be a little extra, I'm gonna take this highlighter in this palette, and it's called Flicker. I want my highlighter to flicker, so I'm gonna just pop this right in the center here. Formula on this is so nice. Like these are really nice highlighters. Very like buttery and creamy. Ooh. Yes. Maybe we can stick to this palette and kind of like work in these tones like right here. I haven't done like a really burgundy maroony eye in a while, I suppose. So let's go into that. I almost forgot, we have a primer. I've never tried the Milani eyeshadow primer before. And if you guys like follow me, you know I don't really wear eyeshadow primer very often, or if at all. Ooh, she's thick. Okay, BRB as I blend this out. I'm gonna take some of Phoenix, and I'm going to pop this on my brow bone just to kind of, is this adding a highlight? I don't know. I'm gonna go into the shade right here. It's called Golden Hour. It's like a pinky salmon color. And I am going to pop this into my crease as our first little transition shade. I'm gonna go into the shade right here. It's called Lit. I wouldn't say that these are matte. They're definitely like more of a satiny shadow, but they don't have like a shimmer to them. It's very interesting. But I'm gonna pop this into my crease. This is a lot brighter than I was thinking in my head. It's kind of giving me flashbacks to the ColourPop, I think, Strawberry collection. We're gonna have to zhuzh this up a little bit and make it a little different. I'm gonna really quickly, like you didn't even see it, dip my toe into this palette and take this brownish shade right here. It's called Overbaked. I'm going to pop this into my crease just to kind of like add a little bit of warmth or like deepen it up a little. It's not really deepening it up a little, but that's okay. We're rolling with it. We're trying things. In that same palette, I'm gonna take By the Glass, which is a beautiful purple tone. I don't know, we're getting crazy, guys. We're just doing things. And again, just gonna layer this into my crease. I feel like I'm just like looking for a specific color in my crease and I'm not getting it, but that's just my problem. You guys see these shadows, by the way? Like, holy crap. I need to touch these. I have a few options for my eyes. I know you guys are all looking at this one right here. I am too. I might just have to put this all over my lid right now. But I think I'm gonna actually do this as a base first and then pop this on since it's the glitter. It might go in a little bit more sparse when I'm putting it on my eye, but holy crap, that swatch is like magic. So I'm gonna take the shade Ignite right here and I'm gonna start off with my finger just because this shadow is like a really interesting creamy consistency. So I feel like this is going to be the best way to kind of apply this eyeshadow. Interesting. It instantly turns into powder and then I have fallout on my cheek and I don't know why it's like clinging to my wrinkles. Wow. I'm just slowly giving up on the look, but hopefully this saves it or makes it even more of a disaster. So I'm gonna pop on that like little glitter shadow and I'm just gonna tap this gently on my eye. When you, ooh, okay, that's nice. When you're using glitters like this, you want to be really careful. Use bases, use with caution. It is glitter, it could get in your eyes, it could scratch your eyes. So be very, very, very careful. This definitely transformed the look, thank God. I'm just gonna use that purple that we used earlier in the crease and smudge that on my lower lash line. Just to give it like a nice contrast. I'm taking a really small amount of this shade right here on a blending brush. And I'm very gently going to run this across really quick just to blend out that purple with something. Lastly, I'm going to take a little bit of this highlight shade and I'm going to pop that on the inner corners of my eyes and just a little bit on my brow bone. I'm really stressed out right now. So the eyes look all pretty and stuff, like whatever, but it was like kind of a mess. I don't know why, but there's just glitter all over my face. Like my under eyes are all like messed up because of the shadow and glitter stuck to it. So that's not really fun. I was going to use this Milani matte liquid eyeliner, but I don't even want to try to attempt to put liner on top of the glitter right now and have it fall all over my face again. So we're skipping the eyeliner, but I am going to line my waterlines with the eyeliner. This is the Stay Put liner in 01 After Dark, which is kind of just like a black. Ooh, that's really creamy. Oh, wow. That is real pigmented. So moving on, we have this brand new The Violet One lash primer. So I don't really use lash primers at all, but I'm really excited about this because it's violet. I wonder if that makes a big difference. A lot of lash primers are usually white, and I feel like if you don't fully let it dry and then you put your mascara, it just makes your mascara look really muddy and gray. But this, I'm very intrigued. Oh. So it's like lavender. It says that this is supposed to volumize and lengthen your lashes while conditioning with jasmine wax. So I guess let's just do a coat of this primer. Ooh, this kind of looks really cool. Why am I so tempted to just lick this? I don't know why. It looks delicious. Hopefully the mascara goes nicely on top of it. Lash primer is on. It actually looks so cool. Can you guys see? This looks really interesting. I would leave it like this. This is a very avant-garde look. So these are the three mascaras that I have. I'm gonna use the highly rated one for like my top lashes because I really like this brush for my top lashes. I just said that. And then I'm gonna use this one right here. This is Dangerous Lengths for my lower lashes. Is it this one? I always get so confused. Most Wanted Lashes. Actually, it doesn't really matter. I use like all three on and off. Sometimes I mix them together. mascara. They're actually really nice. I've had these for a while. With that said, I guess I'm just gonna go for it. I don't know why I'm so nervous. This feels weird. It feels like I'm putting mascara on top of mascara. You definitely have to make sure you're coating everything because like the tips of my lashes have that purple and I'm trying to get black on everything. I don't know why this is so difficult. I just feel like I'm putting so much on my lashes. I really don't know the difference that the lash primer is supposed to make. I feel like I should have done the lash primer on one eye only so we can see the difference. But I don't know. I don't feel any difference when I normally apply mascara to using a primer. Maybe it just does something nice to my lashes underneath the mascara that I'm not aware of that I will thank it later. I don't know if a lash primer is like really up my alley. I'm not saying it's a bad product. It's just, I don't know. I feel like I'm just putting mascara over already mascaraed eyelashes, making it hard for me to kind of control my mascara. And I still see the purple tips on my eyelashes and I'm trying to cover it, but it's just taking me so long to do mascara. I'm just gonna do my lower lashes and give up at this point. I'm done with the eyes. I'm moving away. Let's do the last step, which is the lips. I have 2 lipsticks and 2 glosses, so I didn't know what look I was gonna end up going for. We have this one in the shade I Am Pretty, which is a really nice nude. Oh yeah, I want to eat that. It smells like white chocolate. And this one is in the shade I Am Radiant. This is kind of more like a rustic terracotta shade. We might need to go into the nude. Is it too nude? Because I don't have a lip liner and I don't want it to be like too washed out. Let's just try it. Ooh, it's a really pretty color. I do feel like it might be a little too nude. This might be overkill, but I'm gonna take the other shade and just kind of add this to the outer parts of my lips just to kind of outline it, add a little bit of depth. Not the best, but not the worst either. For the last touch, I'm gonna add some gloss, and this is the Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper. Ooh, I didn't know it was a plumper. This is in Prismatic Peach. It's really pretty. I feel like it would just tie like the whole look together. So I'm just gonna pop a little. Ooh, I like the formula. It's not sticky whatsoever. Juicy. I'm pretty sure I went heavy with the gloss, but it actually is not sticky at all. Like, it's not giving me strings on my lips. Like, I think it looks really good. I'm starting to feel a little like minty sensation. And that finishes off the look. I do have to say though, overall, I really like the look. I think it's super pretty. The eyes are very mesmerizing. It's beautiful. I'm actually really liking the lips as well. So I don't have issues with really any of the products I used today. If I was gonna pick out some products that I was not a fan of, it's probably going to be this like little highlight trio palette. I think it's just a little too powdery. If you wanted to make that work, I would probably spray my brush with like a setting spray and then go in and apply it to my face just so it kind of makes it more metallic and less powdery. And also the lash primer, it's not a bad product. Like, if you're a lash primer lover and you know how to use it, I feel like I don't know how to use these. It's just, I don't know if it really does anything to my lashes that I couldn't have done just with mascara. With the eyes, I don't hate it, and I didn't have like a problem with the shadows necessarily. It just didn't apply on my eyes, like some of the shadows, the way I would want it to, and then it just started crumbling on my face, which left some like particles of glitter and shadow on my skin that I couldn't really get off very well. But we're okay. It's a really beautiful look. I am happy with how it all like pulled together at the end. So I'm not really knocking the palettes. I think there's a lot of different formulas inside of the palettes, which is very, very interesting to me. So it's definitely something worth checking out if you're like interested in palettes like that. But overall, I have to say I'm really liking this complexion. It is looking good. Skin looks really smooth. I definitely have my coverage. It's very flawless. If I get really, really close up, I can just see some areas like right in this like nose area that just looks a little funky, like right in here. But I don't know if that's from me kind of using my brush to wipe all that glitter off my face. I might have like disturbed my foundation. But yeah, it's definitely not the most natural looking on the skin, but it also doesn't look bad, and I don't have any creasing on my face, which is really nice too. I actually really like this Soft Focus Glow product. I'm definitely gonna be trying this again, especially like with other foundations and stuff. It was just beautiful. I don't know, like this this is stunning on the skin. The foundation and concealer, I'm definitely going to be using those again because I really do like the way it looks on my skin. If I want something that's a little bit more full coverage and that's going to look very like flawless but like nighttime glam, then I would definitely reach for that foundation. The spray, I really like this actually. I mean, I feel like it kind of just set everything. Maybe I don't have creasing because of this, who knows. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Let me know if you guys want to see more one brand tutorials and what brands you guys want me to use. As usual, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, mesijesibeauty, Instagram, MAKEUPBYJESI. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do so before you go. I would appreciate it so very much. And also hit that little bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. With all that said, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys!